Hello, welcome to the third tutorial of website development. My name is Trenton, and I was sent this message on YouTube today, and I read it, and I recognized what it says here. So one thing I didn't take into consideration is an issue that does come about if you have Skype installed on your computer, and it didn't come up for me obviously because I've used XAMPP before and I fixed it already. But if this is your first time using XAMPP and you have Skype installed, you will probably get this error. So you'll see here it says port 80 in use by C program files, Skype phone, Skype exe, stuff like that. It's a very simple fix. All you do is you come into your Skype, you click Tools, Options, then you go to, I believe, I'm trying to do this by memory, I could be wrong. Nope. General settings. It's somewhere in your settings here. Pretty sure it's in the advanced. Here we go. So under your options, under advanced and then connection, you'll see a little checkbox here that says use port 80 and 443 as alternatives for incoming connections. So if you have this checked off and you're getting this error, that's where it's coming from. So I'll show you if I have that selected. And we open up XAMPP. I don't think it's still not displaying. So we'll head over to XAMPP and launch the control panel. Some reason I get that. I don't get an error. Let's try running it again. Anyway, that's really weird. Maybe because it was already running. But that is the cause for that error. Basically, just to fix it, you uncheck that. Because by default, Skype has that checked off. So if you just uncheck it, your error should go away. It looks like I can't demonstrate it though. I'm gonna quit Skype though, so I don't get disturbed. So now that we fixed that, we'll get on to the real point of the tutorial. So when we left off, I showed you basic, very basic HTML stuff. I opened up some stuff here. There we go. These were the two files we had open. So this is our index page as we left it off. We had YouTube tutorial and JDink is so awesome, obviously. Yes. Now, I said today that I go over some basic HTML. As we know, we have our h1 tag. Now, we can actually, and I'm just gonna copy this and paste it. I think there we go. There are 6 different H tags we can do. We can do H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. And of course, we have to end those out. H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So if we launch up localhost, which I don't think we're running the server. No, we are not. There we go. You can see we have JDink is so awesome in a descending order in size. Obviously, you already know about the P tag, probably should have just copied that. But we have the P tag, which stands for paragraph, which, as you can see, the headers show bolded text, while the paragraph doesn't. And you can also see every time we put something in a new tag, it's on the next line. If we didn't have these tags, these would... I'm not going to comment on that because I'm not sure about that. I think they would be on the same line, but I'm probably wrong on that. But you should always use tags either way. Oh, and they'd all be in paragraph form anyway. Now, the anchor tag, or the A tag. This one is most commonly known for links by adding... Oh, and this is also something I haven't taught you about. So these can be used for links. What they can also be used is for named anchors, which we'll get into probably in a later tutorial. But if I have time, then I may do it this tutorial. To make this into a link, what we do is in the opening tag, and the opening tag only. We don't need to put anything into the closing tag. These are called attributes. It's where we put a space after the tag name, and we type the attribute name. So in this sense, the attribute name is href, or href, and then we put an equal sign, and then we put quotation marks. And inside those quotation marks are the attribute's value. So this is an attribute. And of course, every time we want to add another attribute, we just put a space. So I don't know if I wanted to like name this or whatever, you know, stuff like that. We don't need that for a link. All we need for a link is href. So let's say we want to link to my YouTube channel. So we can we put a URL, any URL works, into these quotation marks, and that gives you the link to that. Now, what actually shows up on our page is what we actually put inside the tag. So if you notice here, in between our H tags and our P tags, we have text in between those, and that's what shows up on the screen. Same thing with the anchor tags. That also shows up on the screen, or the A tags. So we say, go to my awesome YouTube, and save that. And if we refresh that, you can see that there's now a link here that says go to my awesome YouTube. And when we click it, it brings us to our YouTube channel. Now, there are a couple things you can do with this. Because obviously, maybe if we don't want to type out the full URL every time, if we put /jadeinc, that will bring us to localhost /jadeinc. I'm pretty sure if you put a slash before, if you put the slash at the beginning, I'm pretty sure what that will do is it will do it from the base directory. So in this case, it'd be localhost / and then whatever. So this is basically just saying localhost /jadeinc. And no matter what directory you're in, I could be wrong on that. If you put dot, or period, and then a slash, what that does is it puts it at the parent directory. So if we had, maybe it might be easier to show this if I was in the HD docs. If we had another folder in here, just call it like, folder, and we copied index.php into that folder, and we went to /folder /index.php. So localhost /folder index.php. You see we get the same page because I just copied and pasted the page. But if you see here, if I hover over, go to my awesome YouTube, if you look in the bottom corner there, it says localhost /jadeinc. Although when I remove that and refresh it, it has the same thing. Because remember how just adding a slash goes to the base directory. And of course, the parent directory is the base directory. But if I remove that altogether and just say Jadink without any slashes, the link for some reason brings me to the base local. That's weird. Normally that should bring you to the same folder you're in. I'll have to look that up. Maybe you can. I don't know. That's a little weird. But of course, if I put Jadink / index.php and refresh that, you'd see that it does nothing. Something's not right here. Oh, I see. I'm updating this. I was wondering why that wasn't working, actually. If you see that kind of message on Sublime Text, sorry, I clicked OK. Just click cancel. There we go. I got the right folder this time. Save, refresh. You know, you see you have the ... It goes to the base directory. If you remove that altogether, you can see it says localhost /folder /Jadink. So if you don't put anything in front of it, it's just the directory you're in. You put a slash, it's the base directory, and you put 2 periods, and then a slash, it's the parent directory to this directory. I know it's confusing. Of course, if you put slash after it and slash, you put Jadink /folder too many pages .php and refresh it, you can see it says localhost /folder /Jadink /folder too many pages .php. That's a lot of slashes. But that's basically how, you know, A tags work. And then what other basic tags would be useful? Oh, of course, image tags. Now, generally, and this is a good example. If I don't know, I wanted to go, I'm actually gonna go find a random image to throw in here. Let's just throw an image of. We don't even need this folder anymore. That was just for demonstration. We can just throw in Brian there. No, I don't want any changes. Save that. I don't no clue what just happened. We can just throw Brian from Life of an American in there. You know, just have a PNG picture in there. What we can do is we can actually use the image tags. Now, generally, as you know, we usually do HTML tags like this. For image tags, we're not actually displaying any text on the screen, or displaying anything but the image on the screen, so we actually don't do that. And for certain tags, you can do this. What this signifies is it's the beginning and the end of a tag in just one tag. So we have we have a less than symbol, image, space, slash, greater than symbol. So if you put a slash at the end of your tag, you're ending the tag at the same time as you're beginning it. Now, to actually get the image to display itself, we use src, or source. That's short form for source. The source works exactly the same as href, in the same sense as if we put two periods and a slash, or just put a slash, or didn't put anything. It's the exact same format. So if we just put brian.png, and I'm actually not sure if it's case sensitive or not, but I always put it as the same case, so I don't know. You can find that out for yourself. I'm not going to find out. I'm in folder still. If I go to localhost, apparently that put that before my link for some reason. That shouldn't happen, but it did. So I have no clue why that happened. But as you can see, it put the image on the screen. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so you can see here how we just put image alone, right? If you actually look at this, if you like highlight this whole row, you can see that the image and the link are on the same row, and you probably are thinking to yourself, why didn't it go on a new row? Well, the A tag, the P tag, the H tags, they're all new line things. The image tag is not. What we actually have to do is we actually have to put the image inside of the paragraph. And you may have not noticed already, but you actually can put tags inside of tags, because we're putting the head and the body inside HTML, and we're putting all these tags inside the body tags. You can put header tags inside of paragraph tags, although that's not actually going to do you any good. But I'm actually gonna do a little demonstration of that in a second. But if we put the image inside of the paragraph tag in paragraph tags, it puts it on a new line. So basically, all the paragraph tag is literally the entire purpose of the paragraph tag is to say that this is on a new line. Other than that, it changes nothing to the text. Unless, of course, you have CSS involved. But we're not at that point yet. Now, remember how I said you could do different combinations to get different effects? Well, you can do something like this. If we put down some paragraph tags and we put H1 and then end H1, remember, HTML is space sensitive, so every space you put inside of tags will be a space towards your thing. So if we typed J Inc. and then space is so awesome, and then save that, you'll see, okay, well, because we used header tags that actually did get on a second line, so I guess I can show you a new different kind of tag. Strong tags. The purpose of strong tags, I put string, strong, that bolds your text. Now, I think they might be deprecated, which means that they don't recommend for use and are probably going to get removed. I don't know, I could be wrong about that. But what strong tags do, and I can't actually show you the other method of doing it because that's CSS and we're not doing that yet. You can see, using the strong tags, it bolded J Inc. But remember how I said that HTML is space sensitive? If I remove the space between the end of the strong and the is, it just puts J Inc and is together. So basically, tags are just formatting or changing the look or whatever of your text in a way. It's really hard to explain. So you can see we can combine tags like this to get a specific effect and get different parts of like something highlighted in bold or whatever and stuff like that. Now we're almost at 20 minutes, so I'm going to show you another thing. I'm actually only going to do it on one word and keep showing you that we can layer this as much as we want. If we use font tags and give it an attribute of color, we can specify a color using, I think, hexadecimal color. I don't know what it's called. But you can use something like a website like colorpicker.com, and what that will do is give you a nice thing like this, and you can just choose the fancy color you want, like let's do this color, and it will give you the hashtag. Yes, I said hashtag. I think that's hexadecimal. I'm pretty sure that's hexadecimal. Code, and you just paste that in there. Or if you know how to do it, you can do it. You can type it in yourself. You can type in the value yourself, like that. I put I ended an A tag for some reason there. You're supposed to end the tags with the actual tag name, so and the font. You can see we only put it around J-it, but not ink. So if we refresh our page, only the J-it gets colored, but it's bolded with ink, but only J-it ink is bolded in that whole paragraph. So this is a perfect example of how you can layer your tags to get certain effects on certain parts of your tag. It's a really cool thing. We're a little bit over 20 minutes now. I don't think there's anything else, any other tags I want to cover. Oh yes, I'm going to cover just one more tag. We can throw in an HR tag, and I think that stands for horizontal rule. And what that will do is we'll just add a nice line right here across the page. Alright, that's all I want to cover. So, because we're a little bit over time, my name is Trenton, and thank you for watching this episode of Website Development. Until next time, stay classy. Just to make it real, you gotta